So these are different ways through which we can invest halal in our country. But we'll focus on stock investing. And in stock investing, we are talking about public stocks mainly. In public stocks, you can either trade or invest in the long term. So we have to know the differentiation between the two. Kasi kadalasan pag sinabi mong stock investing, ang agad na iisip ng tao is yung trading. Yung lagi kang nakatutok sa mga presyo, sa daily prices in order to time your buying point and then your selling point so that you're able to profit, in the increase in stock price. And then long-term investing is actually being a part owner of the company. So you're not just buying stocks to like sell it at a later time at a higher price, but you are being invested in the company, meaning that you support the company, you understand how the company works and all that, and you believe that the company will benefit you in the long term, as an investor. So you believe in the financial potential of the company to earn more in the future. And also you believe in the message of the company that you are investing in. So that's what long-term investing is all about. So I mentioned earlier yung common misunderstanding na pagdating sa stocks, ang agad lang naisip ng tao is trading. And so therefore, because of that, I think many of us Muslims assume that investing in the stock market is haram. Okay? But let's understand what is haram in investing in the stock market. Okay, ang haram doon ay yung non-Sharia compliant stocks. If you're buying stocks that are non-Sharia compliant, okay, of course it's haram. Short selling is borrowing stocks in order to sell them. So you're selling something that is not your property. You're selling a borrowed property. Essentially, that's what it is. And then buying and selling on the same day, yun yung haram. Ang transfer of money sa stock market is hindi siya agad. For example, if you're buying a stock today, yung payment na binigay mo dun sa nagbibenta ng stock, makukuha niya yan 2 days after na binili mo yung stock. And the same thing goes when you're selling a stock. For example, you sold a stock today, you will not immediately get you will see on your bank account, you will see that the numbers reflect on your account, your buying power, but yung real essence of the money will be actually registered to your account 2 days from now. Okay, so that's why these are the haram elements in investing in the stock market, and these are the ones that you need to watch out for. There are probably more things than these 3 bullet points, so you need to look into that. And then there are the gray areas. Okay, so technically permissible, but it depends on the situation. So kanina minention ko yung trading. You are buying at a low price and then selling at a high price, and essentially this system is also applicable not just in stocks but also in physical stocks or physical products. Ito yung business model ng mga merchandisers, yung mga nagbebenta ng mga damit. Okay, so they're buying something at a wholesale price, then later selling it to the consumer at a markup price. Okay, they are earning from the increase in the price. So meron din ganon sa stock market. That's called trading. This is technically halal, permissible, but I think for me, I think it depends on the person. How do you feel about this kind of like model? So I think that's where the question comes from. It depends on the person, and also I don't know for sure if this is truly halal. Okay, so this is something that we need to ask our ustads, at saka yung mga ulama natin, inshallah. Then another thing, that are under gray areas is buying a stock just because someone said so. So you are making an informed decision of buying the stock. So that falls under the gray areas, okay, of investing in stocks. So these are personally the things that I try to stay away from, mga nandito, to make sure that my stock investments are halal, inshallah. So what is halal investing? Okay, so here you are looking at Sharia-compliant stocks. So, and then, yeah, this is long-term investing, as I mentioned earlier. This is the one that I'm sure that is halal because you are making an informed decision in contrast to the uninformed decision na nilagay ko dito kanina. When you don't know a company very well, you think you know Jollibee, okay, you think that they're halal because they are not selling any pork products, but when it comes to their finances, you still need to understand how their finances work because it still has to go through a Sharia screening, kumbaga. So here in the PSE website, this is the website of the Philippine Stock Exchange. This is the official website. On this website, there is a page dedicated to Sharia-compliant securities. Ito yung mga Sharia-compliant stocks. So here, they provide information on what Sharia is and what are Sharia-compliant securities. Methodology. Here in methodology, it explains what are Sharia-compliant stocks. Okay? So the stock should undergo a business screening. Their business should not be in the adult entertainment, alcohol, cinema, defense and weapons, financial services sectors, gambling, gold and silver hedging, interest-bearing investments, music, pork, and tobacco. Okay, yan yung mga industries na kailangan hindi involved yung business para maipasa niya itong business screening. So, companies' income derived from these activities must be less than 5%. Okay, the financial ratio screening naman, this process ensures that companies' financial ratios adhere to Sharia standards based on the following. So the company's cash or interest-bearing deposits or investments should not exceed 30% of its market capitalization. So it's yung market value ng stock, at saka comparing that with the interest-bearing deposits at saka cash. Okay. At saka investments na, okay, interest-bearing should not exceed 30% of their market capitalization. The company's interest-bearing debt should not exceed 30% again of its market capitalization. So yung utang ng company na, of course, interest-bearing kasi nga there is only one Islamic bank in the Philippines, and that is Almana Bank. If I'm not mistaken, no, as far as I know, there is only one. And ang main, I don't know where is, I think it's in Mindanao yung main headquarters nila, but I don't know exactly where in Mindanao. And they have few branches in NCR. That's all I know. And so, yeah, like, because of the limited number of Islamic banks, okay, most companies in our country have interest-bearing debts. Okay, so borrowing money is part of running a business, and so yeah, medyo hindi natin maiwasan yan. And so these Sharia compliance screenings are set by this organization, AAOIFI. I don't know how to read it. I personally read it as AOFI. I don't know how to read it. But it's the Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Finance Institutions. Ito yung basis ng PSE natin kung bakit meron silang ganito, okay? In order to screen the Philippine stocks whether they are Sharia compliant or not. Okay? And so you can read further this page, okay? So if you wanna get into a little bit more detail, it says here, through the screening process, securities that are engaged in haram will be taken out from the list of Sharia-compliant stocks. Ideal Ratings screens the securities listed at the exchange in accordance with the standards of Sharia compliance, as according to itong Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Finance Institutions. Okay? So Ideal Ratings is the one that helps the PSE screen the stocks according to AAOIFI standards. Okay, so if we're gonna dig a little deeper on what this organization is. Okay, kung anong why should we trust this organization that sets these standards? Okay, let's do a quick Google on what it is. So we can see here, this organization is a Bahrain-based not-for-profit organization that was established to maintain and promote Sharia standards for Islamic financial institutions, participants, and the overall industry. So you can go to their website. Okay, they are based in Bahrain. As far as I know, this is the most internationally recognized organization that sets standards for Islamic financial institutions. And you can go to their website here, and you can look at their board members and the details to their Sharia standards in order to determine if like you feel comfortable about their standards. But yeah, as I mentioned before, as far as I know, this is the most internationally recognized, like, I don't know if it's called a board. It's an organization that set the standards for Sharia compliance, okay, particularly for Islamic financial institutions. Okay, so finally, we can see here there is a separate page that shows all of the Sharia compliant securities in our country. So this is as of December 25, 2024. I have been looking at this page for the past few years, since I started investing in the stock market. And this list is being updated on a quarterly basis. So as of now, at the time of recording this video, it is February 19. So nandun pa tayo sa kalagitnaan ng quarter 1 of 2025. And so ang meron pa rin sa atin na information is from the Q4 of 2024. So this was from December, published in December. So you can see here, meron yung period and date kung saan naka-based yung pagiging Sharia compliant ng mga stocks na nandito. So you can see kung alin period ang Sharia compliant yung stock na yan. Okay, so I hope I'm making sense. Okay, it's a list, it's a very long list. I think it's still less than 100, but it's already good enough that we have this. And okay, I will mention like a few stocks that I'm most familiar with. This is a new addition, the Citicore Energy REIT. It's one that I'm quite excited about personally. So ito, REIT is a real estate investment trust. So they provide dividends per quarter, so that's good. So like, yeah, it's like through the stock market you can invest in the real estate as well. And then apart from CREIT, I'm also very familiar with MREIT. This is Mega World. This is by Mega World, the real estate developer. Okay. Meron din si Robinsons. It's called the RCRPH, Robinson Commercial REIT. And apart from REITs, okay, we also have Nickel Asia. Yeah, this is from the nickel industry. Meron din yung Semirara Mining and Power Corporation. This one I'm familiar with. And there's also Wilcon. Maybe you know the Wilcon brand in the Philippines. They have construction materials and yung mga paint, ganon. So, yeah, those are the ones I'm most familiar with. I was super excited to share this because I think I don't know how many Muslims know this, how many Filipino Muslims know this. So far, I don't know anyone. And I have not seen a single YouTube video that talks about this. And I have been searching for videos like that talk about Sharia compliant stocks and actually discuss the updates with regards to their financial performances and stuff like that. Because again, going back to our discussion here, we will be talking in the context of long-term investing. So in order to invest long-term in stocks, you're being a part owner of the company. Ibig sabihin, you have to understand how the company operates, the nature of their business model, where they get their income, and what is their financial health. Okay, so those are things that hopeful. I look forward to discussing further in future episodes, inshallah.